My name is Charles Dale Nielsen. I am a composer, lyricist, playwright, I guess. I've been writing musicals for 25, 30 years now. I've had several of them produced locally. So part of my plan to increase my audience is this channel and to share my work as I develop it. And hopefully people who have interest in both musical theater and also music theory and how these things are developed and created may find this of great interest. I suppose I may get feedback as well, which may be helpful or probably just hurt my feelings, but c'est la vie. I'm still learning how to present myself in front of the camera, so there's going to be a lot of cuts because I am, yeah. So bear with me. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this in such a way that it's interesting, and as I record more often and do this more often, it'll become more and more interesting. Hopefully I'll get better at it, potentially pick up other equipment where I can do better sound, things like that. Of course, most of the recordings I'll do I'm going to actually use. Well, I'll use this. When I'm working on music, I'll have this, and then the sound will be higher quality accordingly. Hi, welcome to the Stealthman YouTube channel. Stealthman is an idea I had like 20 years ago, or more actually. And the idea is that it's based on the idea of Don Quixote, but updated to modern times. So the idea of this channel is going to be the development of this musical. In other words, I'm going to recordings that I've done, concepts, lyrics, talk about changes I've made, updates, different things like that, and even talk through the process that I use for writing and music theory, lyric ideas, and how I work my lyrics and that sort of thing. And so hopefully if musical theater is your thing, you might find this an interesting and compelling journey to go on with me. It'll be a fun experience for me at the very least. And hopefully it'll be fun for someone else as well. And hopefully get some followers who enjoy the music and enjoy the product that I've created. So I'll be adding new content every so often. It is a little slow going to develop. It's not something that happens quickly. It takes a lot of work, but I'm hoping to be able to dedicate a little bit of time to it, at least weekly. So the style of Stealthman is a through-song musical with absolutely no dialogue whatsoever. All of the dialogue will be done in the form of rich tive, and that's my preferred way of writing. I don't write just standard dialogue, I write lyrics. And it's what I prefer anyway. It's the way I prefer the style of musical that I prefer to listen to. The styles of things like Les Mis, Miss Saigon, Phantom of the Opera, those sorts of styles of musicals are my favorites. I do love traditional old-fashioned, I guess you might call it, musicals as well. I love Rodgers and Hammerstein, for example. Hammerstein? Anyway. And some of my composition does reflect older styles, but I also very into certain contemporary styles of contemporary music. I actually very much liked pop music all through my teenage years. That was in the 80s, so it was a long time ago. A different kind of pop, but in a lot of ways pop is the same as it's always been. And I'm a big fan of a lot of heavy metal styles of music. I love classical, I love folk music, and other various styles. My favorite is musical theater. So that's going to be the focus here. It should be an interesting journey. So I'll start with the ending of the first act, which is a song where the main character, whose name will be Don Quixote, will have gotten into trouble in his madness, and he will have been put into a rest home. And in that rest home, in his madness, he's going to rouse the other old folks there to join him on his quest to defeat Dr. Nemesis. And so the song is him singing about Stealthman to the other residents of the old folks home, at the end of which then they will all revolt as if they're breaking out of a prison and flood into the streets for the end of the first act. That's tentatively. Now, some of these ideas are very, very old. The ideas I said like 20 years ago. And there's a lot of work done already on the show, but there's a lot to do and nothing is completed, nothing is finalized. Though a few things are probably pretty close. but not as far as completed orchestrations and demo recordings, which I will be doing on this channel. So feel free to subscribe, and I'll be updating content regularly as I develop the show. I think that's it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'll talk about my equipment more later. Bye.